Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys checking it out, joining in. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications, because honestly, if you don't, you probably won't see when I upload next. I'll eventually at some point get a good schedule going on YouTube, but until that time, turn on the bell notifications because that's the only way you'll get notified of when I post a new video. If you missed part one, we're out here. McKinney Classic coming up. This is one of 3 courses. Alex Clark, gold layout. This is basically as tricked out and as difficult of a course they can make it out here. We're on hole 10. It's 320 feet. I'm only gonna throw one shot on this one, so hopefully it's a good one. Dogleg right, 320 feet. You can even throw a forehand kind of flip up because you don't want it to skip hard right at the end because there is water there. And also we are playing the little ditch in the front here also as OB. So it is a challenging shot to get one up there to the basket. I'm going with a meteor, understable, mid-range, give it some height, let it fade. I keep saying fade. Fade is left. Let it turn to the right and then just hopefully glide down to the basket. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Yeah, you can't get much better than that, folks. The challenge on this hole, the street's obviously OB, so if you push, did you almost die? The street's OB, so if you push too far, and then they're also making this dish, you can see the painted lines. They're also making that OB as well. So if you end up a little short, you're gonna have to take it on the other side, and you're not gonna make a 3. So got a little death putt here. I lost, fun fact, a little story actually, and it's not fun at all. I didn't realize I was putting with one of my original roaches. So this is like the old, this is not the old stamp, but this is the stamp that you can get right now in the 3-pack, which I think are currently sold out. But the original one is just like the Dark Horse head and it's tiny. That's it. It doesn't have any lettering or anything like that. It's just a tiny one. And I didn't realize one day I was out here putting with it because I have a bunch of these roaches and I just mix them in when I'm practicing, and I was just like grabbing 2 at a time and putting with them. I threw a death putt, skipped off the basket, rolled, and landed in this thing. And this is like a pit of doom. If you go here, you're not getting your disc back. It's so deep. And I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, there's only 25 of these ever made and I have 2 of them and I just lost one. But someone did find it for me and I got it back. And I retired that very quickly from a disc I throw. So let me know in the comments what disc of yours that you would do pretty much anything to get back. There's some discs that I have where if I throw them in the water or throw them up and they get stuck in a tree, they're gone and I'm cool with it. And then there's some other ones where if I throw it, I'm doing everything I can to get it back. So let me know in the comments, what is that disc that you cannot lose? Here we are, hole 11, 270 feet. I don't think it's actually 270 feet. Why did I say 270 feet? Is it? This is where the rangefinder comes in play because I have written down 270, but I honestly don't think, looking at it right now, there's no way that's 90 yards. Yeah, I'm shooting it at 66. So that's 198. Why do I have it 270 on here? Let's go in the notes real quick and fix it. 198 feet. So I just want to throw this like 200, or like, yeah, just under 200 feet. You want me to try to run it? I wasn't planning on it. Oh, you know why it's 270? Because this is not where we're playing it from. Wow. That's why we have to go back here. I messed up. This makes the hole way harder. It's from right here. So this is actually 270. That's why I was so confused. I was looking at it and I was like, wait a second, this shot looks way too easy. Yeah, they've pushed it back to about here. And this is gonna be, I think, if not double Mando, it's definitely gonna be a triple Mando. You gotta go right of this pole, left of that tree. So you can't just throw like a big hyzer forehand around. They force you to go through. This makes a lot more sense. I was like, what the heck am I doing? Blacked out for a second talking about losing disc. Definitely not running it now, Janice. That's a putt. That should be all right. I think if it didn't clip those trees, it would have been good. So if I end up here, that's gonna be pretty nice. But let's just say theoretically, I clip this tree and it only ends up here. We'll get a practice putt from a little bit further away because this is also an area I might end up. All right. The putt is feeling good. The putt is feeling good. Need to work a little bit more on the 27 30 footers tonight. But other than that, it's feeling pretty juicy. All right, we've made it to a par 4. Not one that you can really attack for an eagle. It plays all the way up the hill. You really just want to try to get like a 300-foot shot kind of back into the middle here. I kind of go with a low, overstable Zeus forehand over the street. And you just gotta kind of play Frogger with these cars. That's fine. That's money. That's actually way further up. I'm gonna play one other play. I'm gonna play this in case it is a headwind, because right now it's not too windy. In case there is a headwind, I'm gonna move up to a force. Same exact throw. Just want to get comfy with it. Just a little more stable. Because that has no chance of turning over. And that is fine as well. About 200 feet or so. Maybe even less than that. Just kind of a straight shot at the basket. The zone. And this honestly is one of the shots that I haven't spent enough time working on and something that I definitely need to work on because it's just coming out. I just gotta get my footing right because I'm coming out left. So I think I need to actually set here and trust it. Yeah, see that came out perfectly in line, but the Get Freaky is just more overstable. So I got to get a little anhyzer out of the hand. There. That's the upshot. That's fine. Perfect. Another little Get Freaky here. This I'll take all day if I can get up here. I'll take this all day. Let's get the line right. Let's push it out to the right and get it to finish. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. All right, clean up time. A couple putts here. Throwing a couple straddles too. Just get that going. This course, not really too much stuff around the circle to really cause you to have to straddle out that much. But I haven't played BBOing yet, and that is supposed to be the harder of all the 3 courses. You might have to get some straddles in there. So it's always good just to practice them out here when you're actually playing as well. Celebrity putt from Janice, Dark Horse. Want to try one?
Give me 2.
Confidence. All right, guys, Janice has made her way back on the camera, or rather back from behind the camera to in front of it. Oh my gosh, it's like she never left. Wow, came to play Johannesburger.
I'm warmed up.
I did forget to mention on the last hole, there actually is a Mando. You can probably zoom in and see it. It says Mando. It's got a little sign pointing to the left, that tree. It's a Mando for this hole left. And on the last hole, it's a Mando left as well. So you can't go out here, which I think some people, the roller on the tee shot would have been kind of enticing, but with that Mando, it's too tricky. So here, hole 13, I think this is another one of the more difficult holes out here to birdie. You know, you're probably not gonna get more than a 3 out here unless you do miss the Mando to the right. But you're up here and you're kind of tucked away from the wind. So I'll have to remember to step out and just test the wind, which is right now a left to right. Make sure I test it because you can't really feel it when you're back here in this little cove. But this is one of the ones right now where I am kind of up in the air on what to throw. I've got the Flippy Zeus. I've got 2 of them. I'm gonna try throw that and just have it kind of come in low and try to skip up to the basket. And then I've got some Undertakers that I'm gonna try to throw and have it glide more to the basket. But with the low hanging ceiling up there, I think the play is probably a low Zeus. So if I throw these 2 good, then I'm not even gonna throw the Undertakers because that's the right play. And I've got my disc all where I'm trying to stand and throw. Well, I also have an Onyx too. In case these Undertakers are too flippy, I can go to an Onyx. I didn't flip up enough at all. Kind of an early release. I think that's the play though. I think if I don't early release that, I think that's perfect. You just gotta throw down the hill and don't early release it. It's kind of a weird run up with this downhill here. Oh, that is super flippy. Okay, so I've got the right side and I got the left. I'm wondering if I don't even throw a flippy disc, if I just throw something that I know is not gonna flip. It's gonna stay on hyzer. Oh, I think that's the throw right there. That actually might skip in. Oh. Did skip quite a bit to the right. We'll throw one Undertaker. But I think this is just gonna be too flippy. With the low ceiling, it's gonna be hard to get there. Because right now it's gotta miss that right there, that leaf. Oh, it did. I mean, that's pretty good too. I've got options. I still need to figure out what I'm doing on this hole. So I think if wind is down like it is, the play is clearly an Undertaker. I put both of these inside the circle. And that'll do, pig. That'll do. Hole 14, 270. You can kind of see it right through these little trees. You got a couple gaps. Some people you'll see throw a forehand over the sign, kind of swing it in. You could go for the flex forehand through the middle of the gap as well. I like to play through this big gap right in front of me. I go, my most overstable disc in my bag currently is my Z-Force. And I just try to hit the gap with a little hyzer and try to have it skip up to the basket. If I can skip it right in front of that tree, that is going to be perfect. And then I should be able to get a putt. Oh, hit the last tree. Okay, I think I want to go a little bit lower if I can. I think it takes out the ceiling if I go a little lower. Like that. Oh, I didn't throw it hard enough. Man, I am coming out of it too quick. I think I'm looking at where the shot's gonna go versus trusting it. Trust it. Don't look, trust it. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly the mistake. I was kind of pulling up and looking to try to see where it was gonna go instead of just trusting it. Well, kind of goes where my next disc is, that's fine. Oh, low ceiling right there. That was a tough one. Oh, early. Hole 15, 285 feet. Forehand Raptor, slight ante at the tree down the middle. So we got 3 Raptor shots coming up. Really the only disc that makes sense for me. Got to keep it low. The ante will definitely keep the disc from kind of rising. And then the stability of the Raptor will make it come out at the end and hopefully get a little skip.
You look like a glazed donut.
It's getting hot out here. I've been out here for a hot minute too before we started filming, so. That might be good. Kick right. Get over there. That's in the circle. I'm fine with that. That's a little high. If it misses the tree at the end, oh, yep, too high. Felt that one come out of the hands, kind of weird. All right, make it 2 for 3 good ones here, Broads. 2 for 3 good Raptors. Come on. Yeah. Oh no. It skipped off the tee pad. It was gonna be good if it would have skipped off of anything but the tee pad. That's fine though. The first one's a little bit, like I said, first one's a little beat in already. And I'm gonna be doing a video soon of how the stability of discs change, and also just like a kind of a quick refresher of what stability actually means, especially for new people picking up disc golf. That was one of the things that took me the longest to understand. So I think a video would be a good idea to kind of break down all the things that I've learned as far as how discs change the way they fly. So if you want to see that, make sure you like this video and turn on your notifications as well, so that way you're notified when I post it. Not enough height. Good line, not enough height. Shout out to my boy, Johnny Two Fingers. If you guys ever played with this guy, he putts with his bag on his back. No matter if it's a tap in or a 30-footer or a 40-foot jump putt, he keeps his bag on his back when he putts, and it's literally insane. I played with him one time, super nice guy. Shout out if you're watching this video, bro. All right, we got a little jawbreaker zone action for you. Just down the hill a little bit, 270 or so. Keep it low ceiling, have it fade a little bit to the left, make a putt. Yep, that's fine. This one didn't really have any fade at the end, like a little bit, but as long as you just miss this tree, you're fine. But this is another one where I'm just gonna say worst case scenario, I square this tree and I end up here. It's a little garage putt. All right, 2 holes remaining. The next one is another par 4, and it is pretty interesting. I'm gonna get all my Zeus's here. I've got 4 of them. I'm gonna throw my 2 stable ones first. It's a par 4. It's a similar Similar kind of hole as far as the shot goes to all the par fours, where it just requires a stable forehand. The only thing is you do have to hit a gap here. So want to pierce the gap, and then anything finishing to the right of that telephone pole out there is prime time. So I'm going to throw my 2 stable ones with a slight flex, and then my 2 understable ones, or flippy ones rather, I'm going to throw those with a little bit more flatness. Oh, that's a tree I didn't think was possible to hit. That had a little too much turn on it. A little too much turn for my liking. A little bit less turn than that. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect right there. Okay. And this course and Town Lake, the other course that we're going to be playing, very left-handed friendly or forehand dominant. So got to have a good forehand to score well. Oh no, that's the early release. This is the last forehand, so make it a good one. Ooh, I'm okay with that. We're actually gonna play that last one too, just in case I do hit one of those trees to see how it plays. We're basically on this tee pad, so it's like 220. I think I just want to throw something through that gap. Honestly, I think this is the best play, is just hit that gap flat and then have it fade right. Keep it low under the power lines. Go in. Go in. Oh, that's fine. Gotta ice my shoulder after this. Throwing all these forehands. And then the same thing here, but I'm gonna disc up to be a little bit more overstable, because I don't want to try to push this first gap. This gap on the left is bigger. So just throw a raptor on a hyzer. Make sure I'm not gonna hit my hand on the follow through here. Go. Go. That's a putt. Kind of short. I want to do that one again too. Skip and go in. Skip and go in, babe. Oh! Oh, a lot of action there. A lot of action. This is the ideal shot right here. If you can be here every time, perfect. Just a little upshot, a little hyzer. Sit down. Not sure why I'm running it, but I gotta get better at this too. This little upshot here. This needs to be parked underneath the basket. Like that. Nose up, little hyzer, boom. All right. This one was almost OB. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. And then let's get a couple practice ones down here in case I somehow do come up short. Awkward kind of putting up this hill. I tend to like to go a little more straddle when I'm putting up a hill like this. It gives me like a more of a base. Just makes me feel a little bit more stable, I guess. Easier to get the power. All right, and we are moving on to the final hole out here at Alex Clark Gold's McKinney Classic coming up this weekend. If you guys are in the Dallas area and you want to play a fun little layout, highly recommend coming out here. This one Raptor skipped off and that would not have been good because that's OB. But highly recommend come out here. But when you do come out, I would suggest you come out early in the morning if you can, because this place does get kind of crowded when people start getting off of work. So, but it's a great layout, great course. Excited to play, and just want to say thanks to all the people that are putting the tournament together, getting everything set up for us. Everyone, I'm sure, appreciates it greatly. And let's finish this hole with a great shot here. We have a couple get freaky throws here. I think 3. Did I only bring 3 get freakies, or did I bring 4? Okay, so I have 3. All right. This is what, 270 feet, I think? I believe. 255. Okay, shorty. Just got to hit this gap. I kind of aim right at that tree. Try to throw something flat. Have it finish to the right. Give myself like a 25 footer, 20 footer. You can get a little bit closer if you throw more of a flip up forehand, but I'm not about that life. That's gonna be well short though. The arm is starting to get a little tired from all the throws. Make these last 2 ones good, broads. Focus in. Finish hips, shoulders. There it is. That should be parked. Yep, all right, one more, focus in. Focus in. One last good one. It's gonna leave me with a putt. See if I can make it. A little pressure putt. All right, we got a little bit outside of circle on this one. Maybe 40 feet, maybe a little bit inside of 40 feet. Let's get the stepper going here. This would be a nice step putt to finish on. Turn left. Come on, hit it. There it is. There it is. All right. Let's finish with 2 more bang bangs on this orange, and we'll call it a day. All right, step off, reset. Act like this putt's for the World Championship. Put a lot of pressure on myself. Tons of people are gonna see this video, and if I miss, it'll be embarrassing. Tons of pressure. Okay. Whew. Did get a little nervous there. But that's gonna finish the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this tournament preview out here at Alex Clark Memorial Disc Golf Course. This is, again, the gold layout, getting ready for the McKinney Classic, which is this weekend. We play around here, around at Town Lake, and then around at BB Owen. And excited to get back into another tournament and try to, continue to just increase my game and get better and better. So that's all we got here. We'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Keep slinging them discs.